We've got some breaking news this hour, my friends. Welcome back to Court TV Live. In our last hour, we were watching the judge presiding over the case involving Oxford school shooter Ethan Crumbley, laying out his opinion as to whether Ethan Crumbley should be given an opportunity for parole after a prison term or no opportunity for parole, just an option of life. The judge was laying out all of the facts, citing case law that is applicable, and going through very bad facts involving this defendant. Let's go back in now. The judge has made his decision.
In short, the court cannot find that there is a possibility that the defendant can be rehabilitated based solely on his brain maturing. Daily, there are people who have mature brains that commit heinous crimes and show no signs of rehabilitation or possibility of rehabilitation. The court finds the defendant's possibility of rehabilitation is a neutral factor. In conclusion, the court finds that the defendant's age and home and family environment are mitigating factors. The court finds the remaining factors due to it. This crime is not the result of impetuosity or recklessness, nor does the crime reflect the hallmarks of youth. The defendant carefully and meticulously planned and carried out the shooting. Accordingly, the court, having weighed all factors and noting the Michigan Supreme Court's admonition in Taylor, finds that the prosecution has rebutted the presumption by clear and convincing evidence that a sentence to life without parole is a disproportionate sentence. As such, this case will proceed to sentencing on December 8th, 2023. That is the order of the court. With that, counsel, we need to set another placement hearing because I have to still review defendant's placement every 30 days. I'm looking at October 20th, 2023 at 9 a.m. via Zoom for the next placement hearing. Does that work for counsel?
That's fine for the people, Judge. Thank you.
Works for defense?
Yes, it does.
Thank you. With that, the court will enter this order forthwith. Is there anything else we need to address for the record this morning?
No, Your Honor.
No, Judge.
No, this.
Thank you. With that, everyone's all set. Everyone have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
And there we have it. No parole opportunity for Ethan Crumbley. I want to bring in my guest for her reaction to this. She's a practicing criminal defense and civil rights attorney in the state of Florida. Kesia Early is joining us on the show. Kesia, good morning. Your thoughts on the judge's decision, please.
The judge got it right. I said this before. We need to stop these copycat school shootings. And in this case, he has to send a message. And also we know that the juvenile system is meant to rehabilitate and the adult system is meant to punish, but there has to be some sort of deterrence. Because what I started to see was an ongoing copycat to where, you know, I'm going to do these school shootings and then I'm going to admit guilt and then I'll probably get a slap on the wrist, and not so in this case. And I'm actually right here in Parkland, Florida, and I have family members that attend Marjory Stoneman Douglas, and there is still, after 5+ years, trauma and just trying to go on with your life after such a tragic incident. So the judge got it right in this case.
Definitely, Kesia. Ethan Crumbley, hearing these horrible things about him, all I kept thinking as I was watching that was like, the judge better make the right call here. This is a dangerous kid. I mean, for being so young, what a bad, dangerous individual. It's chilling thinking that people like him are living amongst us and in our school systems. And I love what you said too, Casey, you know, the copycat activity. You know, I'm a big believer in very harsh punishments. I think punishments deter, and for him, fortunately for him, the only punishment he can have is going to be life now, not the death penalty because of his age. But when you hear how dangerous he is, isn't it stunning, Casey? And I know you're someone, you've seen a lot. You know, you've practiced law for many years. You have a very successful practice. You've been in and out of the courtroom every day and seeing, I mean, who knows what go on. I mean, it's sickening what we see in criminal courthouses, but we tend to see more and more cases that sicken us even more, and Ethan Crumbley's is certainly one of them.
And bottom line, we want to make sure our children are safe. All of my children attend public school, and I want to make sure, even as a parent, that when I send them to school, will they have to worry about whether there'll be another school shooting, or will they have to worry about, you know what, I don't feel safe, so I can't learn properly, or I don't want to go to school. We want our children to remain as innocent as possible and to be in a safe society. And, you know, if Congress is not willing to do something, maybe it starts at the bench and then work its way on up. But of course, this is an ongoing issue, and we want to make sure that it's also deterrence coupled with keeping our children safe in school.
How about the parents, Casey? How about those two? I love that they're being prosecuted. You know, what do you think? What do you think? Do you think this is going to be successful, you know, in terms of the prosecution and what the state of Michigan is alleging with those two?
Yeah. I do. Even based on the initial probable cause affidavit, just based on the allegations, I do believe that they will be successful in prosecution because the parents were involved. This is not a case where this was out of sight, out of mind. This took them by surprise. This is a case where not only did they have prior knowledge, they also had the ability to stop him. They had the ability to make sure that he didn't go further, or at least alert authorities. They not only did nothing, but they were active participants in enabling him to commit this crime. So not only is Ethan responsible, his parents are responsible. And again, this goes back to sending a message to parents out there. You have the responsibility to check on your children, you know, and continuously make sure that they're not involved in any criminal activity, because you can be charged as well.
Absolutely.